whenever we miss Indonesian food, we can just kakao her and say, oh, can I have this for next week? And she's like, yeah, I'll cook it for you.
But trust me, when I first come here to Korea, it was 16 degrees. When I opened the door, I was like, oh god, that man, Arctica.
I'm Ethan. I'm here with Ilham and Radna. Nice to meet you guys. I would just like to know, what's your major and what semester are you in, Ilham?
Well, I'm an undergraduate student now, and I'm majoring in mechanical engineering.
I'm a master's student at KAIST in the program of Brain and Cognitive Engineering.
And where are you guys from?
Indonesia.
Oh, so I heard Indonesia's one of the biggest communities. How many are you actually in the community?
Yeah, I think it's approximately about 80 students.
Oh,
here.
wow. In the Philippines, we're only 18. Do you know when the community formed?
I think it was around 2011, actually. It's kind of...
How do you find your community so far?
It's actually very nice to find friends who can speak the same language as you, right? Yeah, it's quite a friendly and has a good family tone, and it's really nice.
What kind of events do you guys hold within your community?
The one thing that's cool about our community is that when we hold events, we actually use KAIST words. For example, we have this event where we introduce new students, and it's called Kaimaru, which is the name of the cafeteria, right?
Yeah.
We also have an event where we talk with other people, and it's called Nanum.
Were you able to bring some of your culture here in KAIST, like food?
Oh yeah, sure. I think for holidays in Indonesia, we have like religious types of holidays. Sometimes during the end of Ramadan, we would eat together or like do the prayer together, and then afterwards we like hang out. One of our community members, his wife, cooks really nice Indonesian food. I think she's like the favorite of everyone in the community. Whenever we miss Indonesian food, we can just kakao her and say, oh, can I have this for next week? And she's like, yeah, I'll cook it for you, which is really, really nice.
So you don't get homesick.
And food, not really.
Do you have any drama within the community?
Maybe here and now you can see some sparks among the new students or something, but I wouldn't say there's anything big.
What was the biggest culture shock you had?
I don't know. I'm still kind of struggling to find a weather in Korea that I really like. Probably the most pleasant one would be like in the spring, like the early April to like the end of April. After that, every day I don't like the weather.
In terms of food, it's not really just about the food itself, but also how you eat it. In Indonesia, we use spoons, of course. Sometimes use our hands. But here in Korea, you always use chopsticks all the time. I actually tried it a few months ago. Let me try to use my hand again to eat some rice. And I felt, oh my god, why does it feel weird? I'm not an Indonesian anymore, I just turned Korean.
Actually, I heard there's an Indonesian restaurant in Daejeon.
It's called Bali Resto, and it's in... Wait, Jongam, not it?
Yeah, that's true.
How would you compare that food with Indonesian food at home?
Bali Resto is more like a home-cooked kind of food. You don't get a lot of that kind of taste here in Korea, right? So I think it's still a favorite of the Indonesian community. It's a slice of our own home here in Daejeon.
Yeah. What do you actually do in those events, the Nanum event and the Kaimaru?
The Kaimaru, it actually stands for KAIST Ina Bertemu Anak Baru, Mahasiswa Baru. That's basically an event where all the new students and all of the old students come together and we get to know one another, we play games, compete, and actually for the last Kaimaru, I actually won first place and I actually got some free food there, so nice. In Nanum, it's similar to Kaimaru, but here we just focus more on talking to one another and eating together. The last time we did it, we actually did it using some foods from Bali Resto. We ordered them there, and so we ate nasi with rendang together, all of us, for 40-something.
Is it just those two or are there others?
There's also Mata KAIST Ina, which is something that we do to celebrate and appreciate the undergrads and graduate students who are gonna leave KAIST. We're basically interviewing them and asking stuff about their research and also about their experience. And later we're actually gonna give like gifts and merchandise for them to take home, so that they will always have a KAIST in their own rooms.
Oh my gosh, that's so wholesome. Has this community helped you adjust life in Korea?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in some sense, it is like quite different, right? Korean food versus Indonesian food, Korean lifestyle versus Indonesian lifestyle. But we're a very big community and very friendly, and yeah.
We're always very eager to help each other. Whenever we need any help, we just say it in like the big group chat, and people will just come in and help us.
What are your tips, basically?
I mean, that's number one. When you come here, you're not gonna come here in the summer, right? If you want to come here in the spring or fall, it's gonna be around 16 degrees, right? That might seem normal to Koreans, but trust me, when I first come here to Korea, it was 16 degrees. When I opened the door, I was like, oh god, this is not Korea.
What would you like to say to the Indonesians who will be coming into KAIST in the future?
Don't be scared. You'll have our back when you come to KAIST. Also join KAIST Ina.
So thank you guys so much for answering all our questions, and it was so great getting to know about your community. See you in our next video where we'll be interviewing more students from other nationalities. Bye!